Steve, we've been doing a few sort of shorts on YouTube of players, sort of describing them and their styles in about a minute flat, which has been actually quite fun, to be honest. And if anybody hasn't seen any of those yet, then do get over to the Scouted Football YouTube channel, because there's a lot on there, as well as the obviously all the podcasts that you get. Um, Ryan Gravenberch was one of those players we've done a 1 minute snippet on, but so was Adam Hložek, who I was delighted to see was on the bench for the Czech Republic's game the other night. I can't remember who that was against. It might have been Albania. But I was delighted to see him on the bench because that means he's not injured, and he has been injured recently. He was out for around 5 months with, was it a broken metatarsal, a foot injury or of
That's it,
some
yeah.
sort?
Broken metatarsal, yeah.
Yeah, so I'm very pleased to see him there. Like Gravenberch, he's also a teenager, but he's 18, and he's sort of my great hope of Group D. I think if somebody is gonna spoil the party for England a little bit, then maybe a late Hložek goal for the Czech Republic. Would that do you?
Yeah, well, it'll be interesting to see if he does come off the bench or if he starts. He does have the that versatility to play off the right hand side. I think he's done a bit at club level, but yeah, he's one of my absolute favourites from outside the big leagues. Goal scoring machine. He missed 5 months, as he said, with that foot injury, and was still a top joint scorer in the Czech Republic, and I think he scored four goals in 30 minutes. I think in the last league game to come joint top scorer. And I think he's just about to turn 19, but he is built like a truck. He's super strong, about 6'1", I believe. Really good in the air, really good in duels. And then once the ball gets on the ground, he's really strong driving into space. I think his actual 1v1 dribbling is a little bit inconsistent. But that's when he's playing off the wing and he's got more of that chance to play that role, which I think if he is going to start, it will probably be out wide. And then up front, when he can get into the box, he is an absolute wizard. He's got every finish, the acrobatics, the headers, the outside the box, back post, you name it, he can do it. And he's already shown the variety so far in his career. So I'm super excited to see him get some minutes. I've been saying this comp for a while, but I'll bring it up again. He really reminds me of a young Zlatan. He's got that same sort of physique, the same mobility despite his height. So I'm so excited to see him hopefully start at this tournament. And it would not surprise me if someone comes in and tries to pry him out of the Czech Republic and out of Sparta Prague after hopefully some good performances here.
I think we clipped up a couple of his goals on the Scouted Twitter account a few weeks ago, and what I love is just how certain every finish is. Like right foot, left foot. As soon as he's got a yard, he's smashing something into the corner or into the roof of the net, and I love that quality. I really think that's a game changer because, especially younger strikers, it's the typical thing where their finishing is still a bit inconsistent, but he has that sort of Jamie Vardy-esque quality of just being able to smash the ball with little backlift, and I really love that quality in a player. I mean, it's kind of similar to what a player like Lucas Podolski has. I mean, he couldn't do much else on the pitch, but as soon as he found the yard within 18, yards from goal, there was something hammering straight into the top corner. And like you said, he's shown a variety of finishes on either foot with his head, even the acrobatics, and it's a name people will have heard. But now, hopefully, if he can stay injury free and maybe get some opportunities here and there coming from the left, for example, I think he will impress a lot of people, and I'll be very surprised. Really surprised if he's still at Sparta Prague next season, because someone will pick him up for 20 million and get a bargain, really, because I think he has a huge ceiling.
I mean, I've got no sort of understanding of what the market would be like in the Czech Republic, but do you think 20 million would be a sort of a fee that would get him? I would be inclined to say that perhaps, given how much the likes of Sofal and Souček went for, I'd be inclined to say that perhaps he'd go for a little bit less. But I mean, I agree with the sentiment. I think he won't be in the Fortuna Liga, which is the top division of Czech football, for too long, because he joint top scorer this season, bagged a hatful the season before as a 17-year-old. There's not much that he hasn't done already, to show that he is a player who is going right to the top.
Look, I think you're not going to be commanding massive prizes coming out of the Czech Republic historically, and probably the COVID suppressed market. I think somewhere around the 20 million, maybe 25 at a stretch, probably would be enough. Obviously, it depends on who else is coming in for him, but yeah, I think if a West Ham, if they want to complete the Czech connection, then wouldn't surprise me if something around that 20 to 25 would be enough.